everyone, welcome back to Learn With Us, the podcast where curiosity meets conversation.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Duncan. And today we're diving into something that's been on my mind for a while now, learning Japanese.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun one. We're talking about one of the most fascinating languages out there.
Excited! Whether you're an anime fan, a traveler, or just someone who loves learning new things, this episode is for you. We're going to break down what it really takes to learn Japanese, the good, the challenging, and the absolutely awesome.
So grab your headphones, get comfortable, and let's explore this amazing language together. Ready, Duncan?
Let's do this.
Okay, so Jennifer, I have to tell you something. I've made a decision.
Oh no, the last time you said that, you bought a unicycle.
Hey, I still use that unicycle. Sometimes. But this is different. This is big. I want to learn Japanese.
Japanese? Really? That's actually pretty cool. What brought this on?
Well, I was watching this anime last night.
Of course you were.
Listen, don't judge me, but seriously, I was watching, and I realized I kept pausing to read the subtitles. And I thought, what if I could just understand what they're saying? Like, imagine how much cooler it would be.
You know what? I get that. Plus, Japanese is apparently one of the most interesting languages to learn. It's like completely different from English.
Different how? I mean, I know it looks different with all those characters and stuff.
Okay, so this is where it gets fascinating. Japanese has 3 writing systems. 3.
Wait, 3? Why would anyone need 3 alphabets? That's like alphabet overload.
Right. So there's Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Hiragana is the basic phonetic alphabet, 46 characters. It's what Japanese kids learn first.
46? Okay, that's not terrible. We have 26 letters in English.
Exactly. It's manageable. And Hiragana is actually pretty logical once you get the hang of it. Each character represents a sound, like ka, ki, ku, ke, ko.
Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. I already sound sophisticated. Okay, what about the other 2?
Katakana is also phonetic, same sounds as Hiragana, but it's used mainly for foreign words and names. So like coffee in Japanese is written in katakana as kohi.
Kohi. I love it. It's like they just made coffee sound cuter.
Everything sounds cuter in Japanese, honestly. But here's where it gets intense. Kanji.
I don't like that tone. Why did your voice get all serious?
Because kanji are Chinese characters, and there are thousands of them. Like, to be considered literate in Japanese, you need to know about 2,000 kanji.
2,000? Jennifer, I just wanted to watch anime without subtitles. Why are you destroying my dreams?
No, wait, don't give up yet. Here's the thing, you don't need to know all of them to start. Most Japanese people learn kanji gradually throughout their entire school years. You can start with the basics and build up.
Okay. So it's like a long-term relationship with the language.
Exactly. And honestly, the journey is what makes it interesting. Plus, kanji can actually help you learn faster once you understand them, because each character represents a meaning, not just a sound.
Wait, explain that.
So like the kanji for tree is muk. It literally looks like a little tree. And if you put 2 trees together, rin, it means woods or forest.
What? That's actually genius. It's like Pictionary, but as a language.
Right? And 3 trees together, modi, means forest. It's so logical once you start seeing the patterns.
Okay, I'm back in. This is cool. What else should I know? Like grammar-wise, is it similar for English?
Oh, Duncan, sweet, optimistic Duncan. No, not even a little bit.
Why did I ask?
But that's also what makes it interesting. So in English, we do subject, verb, object, right? I eat sushi.
Right, simple.
In Japanese, it's subject, object, verb.
What about speaking practice? I can't exactly just talk to myself in Japanese. I mean, I could, but that's weird.
Actually, talking to yourself is not weird and it really helps. But there are also language exchange apps like HelloTalk or Tandem where you can chat with native Japanese speakers who want to learn English.
Oh, like a language trade?
Yeah, you help them with English, they help you with Japanese. Plus, you make friends around the world, which is cool.
I could have a Japanese friend. We could talk about anime and they could tell me if I'm pronouncing everything wrong.
Which you probably are, but that's okay. Everyone starts somewhere. Oh, and pronunciation-wise, Japanese is actually easier than you think.
Really? How so?
Japanese has only 5 vowel sounds, and they're always pronounced the same way. A is always A, I is E, U is U, E is e, and O is o,
A, E, U, E, O. That's actually pretty straightforward.
right? No weird.
Nodding. Janky textbook, apps, online community, patience. Got it.
Oh, and here's a fun one. Learn some casual slang and expressions. Textbooks teach you formal Japanese, but actual conversations are more casual. It'll make you sound more natural.
Intriguing. Like what?
Like instead of arigato gozaimasu, which is formal thank you, people often just say arigato or even domo. Or instead of sumimasen, people say suimasen in casual speech. They drop sounds.
Domo, suimasen. I'm practically fluent already.
Sure, Duncan-san, sure.
Hey, I'm trying. You said to celebrate small wins.
You're absolutely right. I'm proud of you for deciding to do this. It's a big undertaking, but I think you'll love it.
Thanks, Jennifer. Honestly, this conversation made me go from maybe I should learn Japanese to I'm definitely doing this. You made it feel possible.
That's because it is possible. It's challenging, but possible. And you've got this.
I've got this. All right, time to download some apps and get started. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Ganbatte, as they say in Japanese. Do your best.
Ganbatte. I like that. That's going to be my new motto.
Perfect. Now go forth and become the Japanese-speaking anime understanding legend you were meant to be.
That's the dream. All right, I'll keep you updated on my progress. Maybe next month I can have a whole conversation with you in Japanese.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I'll take a greeting.
Deal. Thanks for all the info and encouragement.
Anytime. Ganbatte ne.
Okay, I don't know what that means yet, but I'll learn. See you later.
All right, everyone, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered today about learning Japanese.
Right. So first off, Japanese has 3 writing systems: Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. Start with Hiragana first.
Grammar is different from English. It's subject-object-verb instead of subject-verb-object. It feels weird at first, but becomes natural.
Pronunciation is actually easier than you think. Only 5 vowel sounds that never change.
Honorifics like san, chan, and kun are super important in Japanese culture. They show respect in relationship dynamics.
It's going to take time, around 500 to 600 hours to be conversational, but consistency beats intensity every time.
Use apps like Duolingo, Lingodirv, and Wanakani. Find language exchange partners. Immerse yourself in Japanese media.
Set small, achievable goals instead of trying to be fluent overnight. Celebrate every little win.
And most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Japanese people are super encouraging when you're learning their language.
The journey is long but totally worth it. Plus, you get to unlock a whole new world of content and culture.
So here's our challenge to you. If you've been thinking about learning Japanese, or any language really, take one small step today. Download an app, learn how to say hello, watch one video about the language.
Just start. That's the hardest part, actually beginning. But once you do, it gets easier and more fun.
Drop a comment below and tell us, are you learning Japanese? What's your biggest challenge or fear about it? Let's build a community of learners supporting each other.
And if you found this conversation helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more learning journeys like this one.
We're all on this learning adventure together. You've got this.
Ganbatte, everyone. Until next time.
Johnny.
Jane.